I'm Jack Peterson, and I'm from Toronto, Ohio, and I coached for 4 different places in Ohio though before I came to Wofford. And I got a phone call one time from the assistant coach at Ohio State, and he said, "Would you like to come to Spartanburg?" And I said, "Why? I'm not. I was a little town boy, you know, and I didn't know where Wofford or where Spartanburg was." And so I said, "Yeah, I'd like that. I want to get on the college level," because my brother was always on the college level. Not always, but he went from Mansfield, Ohio, to LSU, and it was there, and they won the national championship, and they gave him the head coaching job at Florida State. And at that time, Florida State was just kind of an all-girls school, so they didn't have. So he brought them from nothing to everything. They're really top-notch people now down there. Well, I think I probably would say that I was fair. That was the big thing. I always treated everybody the same, and I always never cared whether they were what color skin they had or whatever. You know, I'd always treated them the same. And, you know, up north, we had a number of black students and players, and so I always tried to treat everybody the same.
What was it like to coach Ed in high?
Well, Ed was the kind of guy, you know, you tell him something to do something, and he was a smart, you know, innately smart person, and he would do it, you know, and you never have to tell him again, you know. And so I enjoyed coaching Ed, yeah. It wasn't a real hard thing to do, really. She went to my church, you know. We went to Bethel United Methodist Church, and she was a big contributor there too, as well. And and we got to be real good friends. And she said, "Well, you know, I'd love to give you another scholarship." She was given at the time, I think, 2 scholarships, and she added another one when Ed gone on the board, and then so she gave us three scholarships, and so that was how I met Ed, and she accepted it really wholeheartedly. She liked him. She didn't meet him at that point, you know. She just was going by what I was saying, and then later on she met Ed and really liked him a lot. And she never no complaints there at all. You know, it keeps things on par level. You know, everybody works hard to try to maintain that scholarship. You know, I know Ed worked hard. You know, he worked a lot harder in Wofford than he did at my high school when I coached him. But he was a tough kid. You know, he really loved to play tough football, and that was the thing that impressed me too. About, you know, coaches like to see somebody that's aggressive and really gets after it, you know, and does the things they're supposed to do, and he did all that. I think it was the people. Mostly everybody treated you really like a wonderful person, and I liked all that, you know, and it was really nice, and I liked the atmosphere. And at that time, of course, you know, since then, Wofford has really blossomed out into something much bigger than whenever we came. Ed and I came at the same time, you know, and so it's really gotten a lot bigger. Jerry Richardson has really been a real asset to this community and the school, and I'd say that that was about the biggest thing I could remember. Oh, it's just been wonderful, and I have to give his wife a lot of that credit too, because she kept him intact, you know. But he did a good job, and when he came to Worcester was where I was at, and he did a good job, and you know, he did a lot of good things, you know. But he did like to get wrestled up with other guys, and fight them and all that, but he didn't, not during football season, but he did a good job with that, and he was tough. I think that's where he gets that word meaningful, but he was tough and he was mean, and he didn't take any BS from anybody. He just did his job, and he didn't break the rules, but he did the job the way it should be. And that's as much as I could say about that. I'd say that most of the athletes that are on college scholarships they have to live a certain standard, or they are told to leave. And so I think that most of them are pretty nice, pretty good people. Well, just that my wife just passed away about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it's been hard for me. I haven't really. That's probably the worst thing that ever happened to me. I can't get it out of my mind. I can't. I dream at night and everything about it. But I've had a lot of help from a lot of people, and our church has been good, and a lot of people have been nice to us. But otherwise, that's about it. And Wofford been really great. I mean, we wasn't the winningest team in the world, but we won. When I was assistant coach, we won. And I'll have to say that we came to Wofford. They'd only lost. They'd only won 2 or 3 games the year before, and we came to Wofford, and they gave me the credit for that, because I brought in the kind of formation that Wofford has been using ever since, and it's won a lot of y'all games with it. But and so that was one of the things that I remember about Wofford. And a lot of great people though. Jim Brakefield was a great coach. He was the head coach, and then he left and went to Appalachian, and they gave me the head coach then. But he was a super guy to work for, and everything, and I enjoyed it.